Champions League Atalanta BC vs Arsenal prediction, team news, lineups preview. After making it all the way to the quarter-finals in last term's comeback campaign, Arsenal returned to the Champions League on Thursday, as they meet Atalanta BC in Bergamo. While the Gunners reached the last 8 of Europe's top club competition, La DEA lifted the Europa League trophy in Dublin, toppling unbeaten Bayer Leverkusen. Match preview. Arsenal finally ended a 6-season absence from the Champions League last autumn, when they finished first in Group B ahead of PSV Eindhoven, Lens and Sevilla with 4 wins from 6 games. They then progressed past Porto on penalties before losing to Bayern Munich in the quarter-finals, while proving that, under current boss Mikel Arteta, the Gunners are a force to be reckoned with once more. In addition to successive second-place finishes in the Premier League, Arteta's men made it through to the Champions League's last 8 for the first time in 14 years, after previously coming close on several occasions under Arsène Wenger. Arsenal will therefore try to continue their continental renaissance this year, having negotiated their first 4 Premier League fixtures without losing, most recently claiming victory in Sunday's North London derby. The Gunners have conceded only 1 goal so far, while Gabriel's match-winning header against Tottenham Hotspur was the 23rd time they have scored from a set piece since the start of last season. Leading into their midweek trip to Lombardy, which is swiftly followed by a high-stakes clash with title rivals Manchester City, Arsenal have won 6 straight Premier League away games stretching back to last term. They now aim to post maximum points on their travels once again, ahead of another tough test at home to Paris Saint-Germain next month. With perfect timing, Atalanta celebrated completion of their newly renovated home stadium earlier this month, ready to welcome Champions League football back to Bergamo. The Nerazzurri returned to UEFA's elite competition after memorably lifting their first European trophy last season, when they were the only team to defeat invincible Bayern Leverkusen, winning 3-0 in the Europa League final. An Ademola Lookman hat-trick helped La DEA get over losing the Coppa Italia final a few days earlier, as veteran coach Gian Piero Gasperini finally picked up some silverware as reward for several years of fine work. Atalanta now take part in the Champions League for a 4th time, having featured for 3 successive seasons between 2019 and 2022, twice reaching the knockout phase. They also played a Premier League team in each of those campaigns, winning only once in 6 matches. Nonetheless, Gasperini's side did pull off a sensational 3-0 win at Anfield as they eliminated Liverpool in the Europa League quarter-finals. The Serie A side, who finished 4th in Italy last season, have recorded just 1 victory in their last 7 Champions League games on home soil, and recent form suggests they may find producing another this week to be a particularly tough task. After a turbulent time in the transfer market, La DEA started the season with a 2-0 loss to Real Madrid in the UEFA Super Cup, before losing 2 of their first 3 league matches. On Sunday, though, they twice fought back from behind to beat Fiorentina, with Lookman scoring the winner. Team news. Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta can welcome back midfield fulcrum Declan Rice, who was suspended on Sunday, but he has several significant injury concerns to deal with ahead of his team's first Champions League fixture. Most notably, captain Martin Odegaard is sidelined by an ankle injury, while Ricardo Calafiori calf also returned injured from international duty earlier this month. Summer signing Mikel Merino has not played since damaging his shoulder during his first training session. And England winger Bukayo Saka became the Gunners' latest casualty when he was withdrawn during the North London derby. Saka was directly involved in 8 goals in 9 Champions League appearances for Arsenal last season, the most by an Englishman in their debut campaign. Kieran Tierney thigh, Takahiro Tomiyasu knee and Alexander Zinchenko calf are all out of contention too, but Gabriel Jesus appeared as a late substitute at the weekend, having overcome a thigh problem. Meanwhile, Atalanta will be without key men Gianluca Scamacca and Giorgio Scalvini due to long-term injuries, and defensive duo Rafael Toloi Muscular and Ben Godfrey back both missed the win over Fiorentina. In better news for Gian Piero Gasparini, two other defenders are fit again. Sead Kolasinac, who made 80 Premier League appearances for Arsenal, is back from a thigh injury, as is Albania international Berat Djimsiti. Furthermore, absence-prone forward Nicolo Zaniolo returned to the bench on Sunday. Set to support Italy striker Matteo Retegui up front, Ademola Lookman scored 5 times from 3 Europa League starts at the end of last season. However, he has never found the net in 4 career appearances against Thursday's opponents. Atalanta BC possible starting lineup: Carnesecchi, Djimsiti, Hien, Kolasinac, Bellanova. Ederson, Darun, Ruggieri, De Ketelaere, Lookman, Retegui. Arsenal possible starting lineup: Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, Partey, Rice, Saka, Trossard, Sterling. Havertz. We say, Atalanta BC 1-2 Arsenal. Atalanta's 23 Champions League matches to date have brought an average of 3.6 goals per game, and the hosts' commitment to attacking football can see them come unstuck on some occasions. Although Arsenal will be hampered by injuries, they are incredibly tough to score against and can take plenty of routes to goal themselves. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.